bringing the dirham and the dinar into the current world right now? Are there any challenges you feel?
And articles of agreement of the International Monetary Fund prohibit the use of gold as money. That is not only regrettable and lamentable, it is something mysterious. Argentina wants to return to gold and silver to solve inflation. Why would international law prevent the use of gold and silver as money? It's mysterious.
Let us explain to you one more time that modern Western civilization came on the stage of the world with a mission to establish its political and economic and monetary dominion over all of mankind, to rule the world. If you did not know that, I am telling it to you. If anyone were to have enough gold to make their paper money redeemable in gold, which is what Ahmad Sukarno wanted to do, then that one currency would bring down the rest of the monetary system. Just one currency which is redeemable in gold because you have enough gold, and you only issue that much paper for the gold that you have. That one currency will bring down the whole system. Ahmad Sukarno decided that the Indonesian rupiah would be redeemable in gold, and he fixed the rate. But the people who want to rule the world, they had made that haram. In the Articles of Agreement of the International Monetary Fund. So they had to launch a coup via a crooked man called Suharto to get rid of Sukarno. We brought a balloon today because it is a nice way to understand the subject. What they're doing is expanding money as much as possible. Fake money, imaginary money. You take a piece of paper, you print a picture, you put a number, and you give to it a fictitious value. And the jackass will accept it as money. And they have designed it like this because one day they want the balloon to become too big. They want it to become too big. As the balloon becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, you know the time is drawing closer and closer. When it's going to burst. You know, the central banks, they know it. The central banks, they know that the balloon is about to burst, but they wouldn't tell you that. They know it, but they wouldn't tell you that. Because they are not fools, they are not stupid. They know what's happening in the world of money in the central banks. And they know that when this balloon explodes, if you have gold and silver, you get away. But if you don't have gold and silver, and you don't have any money with intrinsic value, you finish. The earth will vomit from its liver columns of gold and silver. The river Euphrates will uncover a mountain of gold, and people will fight for that gold. And 99 out of every 100 who fight for the gold will be killed. What about a mountain of gold? Can a mountain of the metal come out from underneath a river? We say that something underneath the river in a vast quantity, symbolized by a mountain, is one day destined to function as gold, and it's oil. That one day oil will function as gold. When Saudi Arabia instituted the oil boycott, the US dollar collapsed by 400%. That never happened in history before. From $40 an ounce of gold, it fell to $160 by 400%. And the price of oil rose from $3 a barrel to $12 by 400%. Suddenly the Arabs are rich. They're reaping money, 400% richer. It was then that Henry Kissinger flew to Riyadh and made a deal with Faisal. And this is the deal. That if you will sell your oil for only US dollars, we tell you what you're getting now is peanuts to what you're going to get in the future. But Faisal fell for it because Faisal didn't have any scholarship. And the Arabs began to sell their oil for only US dollars. And then OPEC was born, and OPEC instituted that oil can be sold for only USD. Even if you have gold dinars, you still can't buy oil, only with USD. When that agreement was struck, an ocean of oil began to function as a mountain of gold. And that the monetary system, which will be based on oil functioning as gold, is one day going to be challenged. And that challenge is going to lead to the Malhama, or the Great War, Armageddon. Covered its Christian heart and soul, Russia is challenging them. And Russia took the lead, and China, you can say what you want about China, but China stood up with Russia. And then India joined them, and South Africa and Brazil, and BRICS was born, of 5 countries. And these 5 countries, under Russian leadership, they're now challenging the petrodollar monetary system. That's what's happening. And if this challenge continues, the petrodollar monetary system will collapse, the balloon is going to explode. So that's why the war with Russia is inevitable.